What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan 2000 here with yet another episode of JamiroMeanings, which of course has been my recurring series here on my channel of all the breakdowns of all the meanings of all the JamiroQuai singles over the last 29 years of their musical history. As I prefaced in the last episode of JamiroMeanings, I'm starting my first recordings of this series for 2021, so let's get right into it. Here in episode 64, as I prefaced in the beginning of the last episode of JamiroMeanings, I'm going into looking at the two bonus tracks that were part of JamiroQuai's last album release through Sony Music before they would ultimately go and sign with Universal Music in 2006, 2007. Of course, I'm talking about High Times, the singles 1993 through 2006. Now, as I said in the last episode, this album was mostly comprised of remastered singles of all the JamiroQuai singles of all the album efforts that they released through Sony Music. Here in episode 64, I'm going to be looking at the second bonus track was part of the coupling with Runaway and a song called Radio, which both of these singles, as I prefaced in the last episode, I should go ahead and mention again. These were leftover songs were apparently from the Funk Odyssey album era. But Radio is a very bit of a polarizing song because it's a bit of a story song. It's a bit of a song that tells a story about a guy who can tell that the person that he's interested in, a female love interest, is lying to him and has been telling stories about who they really are, and that he's basically trying to suss out the truth about whatever her her orientation or whatever her story is about the burgeoning of this potential relationship out of the song in the story song. But it's a very, very cool song. It's got some great guitars. It's a very heavy-driven song, but it's a very, very good song to finish off the last album release, at least through Sony Music before JamiroQuai would go to Universal Music. But if you'd like to check out Radio and Runaway and all the great remastered JamiroQuai singles from all the album releases that were released through Sony on the High Times compilation, I'll be sure to put a link to the High Times compilation that is currently available, that's streaming for free on the JamiroQuai official YouTube channel in the description of this video down below. Just be sure to check that out in your own time. And coming up on JamiroMeanings in the next set of recordings, I'm going to be looking at, probably this is the tail end of this series, which is probably going to go up to at least 70 plus episodes, but I'm going to be looking at the first album release for JamiroQuai through the Universal Music imprint / Mercury Records imprint. I'm going to be looking at all the tracks of Rock Dust Lightstar, which is much like Radio, a bit of a polarizing song. Rock Dust Lightstar is a bit of the most polarizing album of the JamiroQuai discography, so I'll be jumping into that very, very soon. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to ding the bell to stay up to date on all the latest content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I'm hoping to have a lot of content coming out in 2021 if the band is active, when their news is available, so stay up to date on that. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I'll see you again really soon with another episode of JamiroMeanings, my series looking at the track-by-track breakdown of all the meanings of all the JamiroQuai music of the last 29 years of their musical history. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay safe, and happy 2021.